Hey guys, welcome back. This week, I'm gonna shoot some album artwork for solo artist and friend of mine, Jeff Beadle. He was looking for a very specific feel to the images, so I suggested that we shoot on medium format. I'm gonna shoot on 3 different cameras. The first camera that I'm gonna shoot on, it's a twin reflex medium format camera made by Seagal. Actually, the Shanghai Seagal Camera LTD. They've been making cameras for a very long time. I think it's actually one of the oldest camera companies in China, if I'm not mistaken. The second camera that I'm going to use is this one right here. This is the Mamiya 645 with the 85mm lens. This camera is fantastic. This has a maximum aperture of 1.9. This shoots 15 medium format shots per roll as opposed to the Seagal, which only shoots 12. And of course, the third camera that I'm going to use is the camera that I'm using to shoot this right now, which is my Canon Mark III. That's more of a digital backup to ensure that we have something at the end of the day, because when working with film, you never know what can go wrong. So let's get to it. Okay guys, so I wasn't able to shoot any video of the shooting of those photos because the weather was absolute garbage. It was freezing rain, whipping rain, and shooting on the 3 separate cameras was very tricky, especially keeping everything dry, keeping the lenses nice and clean. So I do apologize. I didn't get any footage of that, which really sucks because it would have been fun to see. That being said, I have an email from the photo lab up in Toronto. This time around I used Annex Photo in my old neighborhood actually. So they're sending over some digital scans as we speak, or actually they're already sitting in my inbox. Let's go take a look at them. Okay, so right out of the gates, I know that I've made a mistake in that I didn't bring a tripod. I thought it was going to be bright enough outside. For the most part, I was shooting with 400 speed film. So I thought it was going to be good. But as it turns out, and you can see here, using that waist level viewfinder on the Seagal, the trigger's at the very bottom right-hand corner of it. And even as I was shooting it, I knew that I was in trouble because you really sort of have to give it the beans. But I knew that I was getting a little bit of shake. Oh, there you go. But there are some happy accidents here. Like, this looks fantastic. Yeah, there you go. So that's what that looks like. So this is the image quality from that Seagal, the twin reflex. Look at that. That's fantastic. The way the light falls off. And so I'm playing it safe with the metering, and I'm trying to feather it because I don't want to burn the film. And then yeah, here we're getting into the Mamiya shots, and you can see that the framing is different, and the image quality is just fantastic. So I was shooting wide open on these, so 1.9. So you can see the depth of field here. I've got one of his eyes in focus, and the other one is out because that's how razor sharp that is. I absolutely just love, and this is just daylight. We just have Jeff sort of sat in front of a window, and we're just using available daylight, which there was next to none because again, it was such a gloomy day. These I went a little too dark, but again, like I said, I was trying to feather the exposure, so that's all right. There was a roll of black and white. I'm really happy with these images because they just look fantastic. The grain is absolutely wonderful. And this shot here in front of the Welland Forge, Jeff was saying that he really wanted to capture the essence of like what Welland once was, you know, like the factory, Atlas Steel, Stelpipe, like this was a factory town. We had a security guard try to chase us off, and then we were super nice and just said that we were trying to grab 1 or 2 shots out of nostalgia, and he suggested that we just shoot it from the street. I can't stop you if you're shooting from the street. So yeah, this shot turned out really well. This is from the street. It looks like he's standing right in the front yard of Welland Ford. I couldn't be happier. So I guess what we're gonna do now is we'll see what Jeff and his people choose to use. I know he's releasing a few singles soon, so it'll be really cool to see what images they match with those singles. And then eventually, if this whole COVID thing goes away, he's gonna press a vinyl album, which will be really, really cool to see. Physically see the artwork in print. But until those days when we can get back to life, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. That was my shoot with Jeff Beadle. I think you should check out his music. I'll pop a link in the description. He's a fantastic artist. And keep an eye out for his new tracks. Okay guys, we'll see you back here next time. Thanks for watching. Keep shooting.